What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Weekend Respawn. It is Friday, which means Dutch.
Weekend Respawn time.
That's right, buddy. It's the end of the week. All you weekend warriors, welcome back to the gaming scene. We've got a numerous amount of topics that vary from a huge spectrum of different IPs.
It's the video game show where we talk about anything that dabbles, touches, or is somewhat related to the video game world.
Right.
So, yeah.
So,
the topics are wide open.
Buckle up, motherfuckers.
You're getting today.
What's going on, everybody? Today's topics are going to range from human brain cell testing, Mortal Kombat, Super Mario Brothers, Crimson Desert takes a giant shit on itself, and some odd information about Marathon that I did not know that I want to share with people. So let's get started.
Let's go.
What's up, Dutch? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I need some energy. I need some caffeine.
Do you want?
I got one right here.
You got one right there?
I got one of these.
Don't say what it is.
Non-sponsored energy style drinks that we're drinking. I only downed one 32-ounce cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee today.
That's not enough.
It's not enough.
Just got to bump those numbers up.
I'm a crackhead with caffeine, dude. It's ridiculous. It's not good.
I'm sure some doctor someday is going to tell me you got to cut down
your liver is going to explode.
No, it's going to be hypertension. Like you got too much caffeine going through you.
Your spleen or something is going to shrivel up.
I'll be like, shut up, nerd.
I don't know. Does a spleen have anything to do with anything?
I have no idea.
You need a spleen?
Do you need a spleen?
What does a spleen do? There are some organs in here that we've evolved past that we do not need anymore.
I don't believe that for a second.
So
that's what pharmaceutical companies want you to think.
I don't have adenoids anymore. I don't know what those did. They made me feel like shit. That's what they did. They got rid of them.
How can we convince them to have surgery more often?
Let's just take his liver out. And
you don't need that. I need to sell it on the black market.
Wake up in an ice bath after hanging out with those Armenian fucking hookers the night before.
What are we starting with?
I don't know, dude. It's Las Vegas. That's a Las Vegas story.
Oh man, let's start off with
whatever you want, man. You're the host.
Let's start off with Marathon.
Marathon, okay.
Yeah. So I found out last night that Marathon is actually a older IP with Bungie than Halo. I did not know this.
Well, you are the Halo fanboy.
I love Halo. I have the Master Chief Collection. I literally just played Halo last night with a buddy of mine.
Yeah, and you're letting your son play.
I made my son play Halo, but I made him play them in release order. I was he was like, Dad, can I play Halo 3? And I was like, no, you can play Halo Combat Evolved, and then you could play Halo 2, and then you could play Halo 3. And he's like, oh, man. And then he started doing it. And he's like, this is awesome.
And he loved it.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
It's freaking Halo. Everybody loves it. Even if you hate it, you love it. All right. But there was actually something interesting, and it kind of made me think, because Marathon is sitting at, like, I think it dropped down to less than 20,000 players last night.
Did it really?
On the Steam charts? Yeah. Well, that's pretty sad for a brand new title.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about
No, I'm not talking shit. I'm just
no, I know. I'm just kind of like telling people where we're at, because we've talked about Marathon a lot the last couple of weeks.
It's a big topic.
And it's going to settle down to its core base play.
Yeah.
Because that trajectory of the Steam chart numbers and all that kind of it's definitely at a downward angle. But I really hope that the game finds a solid base audience, because I don't everybody needs to have a game that they want to play.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
look, I don't have a dog in this race.
No,
it's not going to affect me if the game does poorly or well. I'm just talking about it. It's interesting to me. But when I read this, and when somebody told me about the history of Marathon, how it was a game that Bungie made a trilogy apparently of back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Oh, wow.
Is when this game was kind of a thing. And it has like a whole history, and it's got all this stuff. I'm listening to this going, why didn't they market it like that? Because like the nostalgia factor, even if people haven't really played the game, that nostalgia factor of like an early 90s video game brought into the modern era.
Hey, remember this game?
Yeah. And like and having like some kind of a different marketing strategy for the game coming out. And then, like I would have been like, oh dude, I would have marketed it like they market Tron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, look, this is a freaking 90s video game brought to the modern era, and have like that.
You imagine
that cool,
like having
synthwave music, and like the aesthetic that I still don't super like makes way more sense now. that they've said that. These blocky robot figures. I'm like, oh, that's straight out of a fucking 90s, like heavy polygon video game. Like imagine like a 2D video game coming out, and then now they bring it to the modern era, and it's 3D, and it's all these flashy bright colors, and there's like 90s synthwave music going on and all this shit. I'm like, that's how you market the game. That would have actually gotten my attention. Instead, they just shot this thing out, and they were like, look at this thing. And we're like, what is this? What is this moth staring at me?
Well, they certainly didn't market this game to people who played the game 30 years ago. I was playing games 30 years ago, and I guess I maybe had forgotten about this franchise. I don't remember playing it. That doesn't mean I didn't. I just don't. I don't.
Want to see if I can pull up some old footage of the game.
Yeah, that might be kind of cool. But,
also, your light is falling over. You don't have a backlight anymore. Okay, so
that's wild. That's wild.
I pulled up some old game footage. It almost looks like it's like a Doom style game.
A little bit past Doom era, but
yeah. I'm just saying, like, I'm really surprised that these people didn't market it in this like kind of cool retro way that would have made so much more sense with the aesthetic of the game.
Imagine
totally Doom.
Imagine taking, old footage and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And having like a TV commercial where remember this game, and then it kind of like morphs.
And it morphs into the modern one, right? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh my God, that would have been really cool.
I would have thought that was really cool. And I might have been able to get like my initial reaction to the way that they presented the graphics in the new game, and like that super oversaturated color and these crazy, what you call it, Pepto-Bismol or whatever.
Right.
Like I'm looking at it. I mean, this doesn't look anything like that, which is interesting. This looks way more like Doom.
This looks like a Doom knockoff.
Yeah, it's a
Doom
Doom knockoff.
There was a few of those back.
Oh, there's a ton of those.
So,
all that old shooter game stuff was all Doom knockoffs. Doom is actually another topic that we're going to talk about in a little bit.
Interesting.
But to me, I was just looking at this and I was going, why didn't they push that aspect of this harder in the marketing? And like when I'm looking at trailers for Marathon, and it's all like this modern rock, generic fucking music and shit like that, and I'm just like, oh, it would have been so much cooler if they went retro, and it would have made more sense to me what they were trying to sell.
That would have sold more copies, at least to people in my generation,
right?
That have been playing games,
right? I think
forever.
I think one of the issues. I'm not saying that this would have made the biggest of differences, but I'm looking at this going, oh, I think they might have just made a marketing mistake. And I do think that the graphics are a little bit fucking like blah, like a little bit much for me personally, but that's just a personal thing. That's subjective. It's not an objective fact. So I'm looking at this going, man, if they would have sold this as like some fucking retro badass game come to life in the fucking modern era with all these weird blocky figures and this like Tron aesthetic, I would have been like, yeah, cool. I'll check that out. Like none of that. They were just like, look at Marathon. We were like, I don't fucking know what that is.
Right.
So
no, you're 100% correct. A little pivot on the marketing.
A little pivot on the marketing could have made a difference. Could have made a difference.
Yep. I'm with
Comment below if you agree, and if you think I'm an idiot, I'm sure you're already commenting.
Nobody wants to market the grandpa gamers. Grandpa gamers are lame. They don't have the reflexes to play these games. I'm sure
you're already in the comments shitting on them.
Yeah.
But actually, okay, so since this has something to do with like the Doom knockoff thing, my subject that I wanted to talk to you
you're going straight to this?
I might as well.
All right,
it's too easy of a segue.
It's a good segue.
Bro.
Pivot.
Scientists are doing shit right now that is freaking me the hell out.
Why?
And I don't
Why is it freaking you out?
It's freaking me out. I'll tell you why
right
here. Look at
science.
This. Human brain cells on a chip learned to play Doom in a week.
Yeah, dude. That's some Star Trek shit right there.
Dude.
Cool.
Neuro-powered computer chips can now be easily programmed to play a first-person shooter game, bringing biological computers a step closer to useful application.
Let's go.
Bro, listen.
I love it.
Hold on. You're taking human brain cells and you're plugging them into a computer, and then you're making it fight demons in hell.
Hell yeah, man. Let's go.
The only thing that this semi-conscious being knows is fighting demons in hell. Can you imagine if
we're making cyborgs now? Let's go.
Yeah, but the cyborgs are being trained to fight demons in hell. When they become sentient,
I mean, come on, it's Doom.
When they freaking
Doom,
and they get out into the world,
they're 4 decades behind us. It's okay.
Be like, you're a demon. They're gonna immediately shoot you. I'm looking at this going, can you imagine? In my sci-fi trained brain, I'm looking at this going, that computer chip with human brain cells, it's alive.
Well,
and the only universe that it knows is this weird 8-bit death cult demon hunter game. And that's what it thinks reality is. Because that's all it knows. It doesn't know anything about
I just got this image of this in this little fucking beaker in some lab somewhere in some government compound. There's this sentient globule of cells that just wants to go play Doom. I just want to go play Doom.
No, it doesn't want to play Doom. It doesn't think it's playing Doom.
Here's some fucking
Doom.
Here's some protein powder for your growth cells.
That's what I'm getting at. It doesn't think it's playing a game. It thinks that's reality.
You think it thinks anything?
It thinks enough to shoot.
It just, it just probably gets triggered by different things, and who cares?
Bro.
I love this kind of stuff.
It stresses me out.
It's the future. We're going down and like what's that one really cool show that I really loved, first season at least, Altered Carbon. Let's get really science fiction-y. Let's have a lot of fun with this stuff. Let's start doing some mad scientist shit.
Also,
and that's what they're doing. They're doing some mad scientist stuff here.
Also, they said that it learned how to play this game faster than AI did.
Great. Humans are smart.
Yeah.
Brains are, some of them are kind of more malfunctioning.
Is this the first cyborg? Is that what we're looking at?
I don't know. A cyborg is a mix of human and machine. So yeah,
this is a human brain cell attached to a computer chip.
This is maybe the first step in transferring our consciousness and our brains.
You would do that
to a fucking computer hard drive. I think I would. I've always said that, with my creaky old joints and my issues that I have, if you could just like chop off my head and stick me on a new robot body, like an Alita Battle Angel, for instance, I would be one of the first people in line.
Dude, oh my God.
My wife would not be happy with it.
Look at this right
here.
But
I would totally do it. Absolutely.
The neuron, what is it? How do you say that?
The
neuronal computer chip, which used about a quarter as many neurons as the Pong demonstration, played Doom better than a randomly firing player, but far below the performance of the best human players. However, it learned much faster than traditional silicone-based machine learning systems and silicone-based, god damn it, and should be able to improve its performance with newer learning algorithms.
I think it's exciting.
Oh my God, dude.
I love science. Science, man.
This is a bad idea.
It's a great idea. We're going down that path, brother.
No, dude.
Let's go.
Fucking
we got Terminators being built? We got the fucking rollerball things and the dog packs
from our creators.
Yeah, dude. Let's stick some of these smart brain cells in one of those things and some freaking drones flying around. Yeah, dude.
Dude,
we're there.
I'm not comfortable with this.
You know how I've said many times in the past that I was born 100 years too early? When I read shit like this, I'm like, yep, I was born 100 years too early, because this stuff gets me excited. I love this kind of thing. It doesn't.
It freaks me out, man. You don't think that
that's because you're an old soul in a newer body, and I'm a young soul in an old fart body. Okay, and
should we be switching? Dutch is gonna switch bodies.
That's why we balance each other.
He's gonna plug me in and be like, I'm stealing your body.
Man, this would be freaking my wife out.
It freaks me out, dude. I don't like that shit.
Because she doesn't like new things.
We should not be creating organic brain cell material that has the ability.
But this is the kind of thing where you can take some DNA and you can like put yourself in a fucking printer and print yourself out a new heart or a new lung or a new fucking spleen or something again. Whatever you need. That kind of technology is being developed.
But you have such an altruistic idea of what the future is going to be. You're still in this freaking space age.
I want my flying cars, bro.
Well, gee Whittaker's, Billy, we got a nuclear powered car today, and it's going to be great for the economy. And it's like,
put that
bro,
flux capacitor on that thing.
We're going to murder each other. That's all that's going to happen.
Some people need murdered. Okay.
God damn it.
Dude, I love this.
They're gonna create.
This is so exciting to me.
Death robot.
I wonder how big.
Are you listening to me?
I am. How big does that globule of cells have to get before it can take over the world?
That's what I'm saying. We're training it to murder things.
We'll name it Brainiac. Let's do that. Let's make this giant fucking brain.
Too. These freaking science nerds.
They have no fucking.
They're like, let's name it after the worst villain in Superman history.
Let's call this Lex Luthor.
Yeah, it's the Lex Luthor program. It's not ominous at all, guys. It's totally fine. Fucking morons.
Have you met my new brain globule science experiment? I call it Dr. Doom. And this is his brother, fucking
for Galactus or
whatever. The Beyonder.
Have you seen Have you seen the experiments they've been running with flies?
No,
They did basically the same thing. Check this out. So they took a whole fly brain and plugged it into a computer program that was simulating being a fly.
Oh my God.
And it acted like a fly. Nice. And it would go around this simulator.
How do they get a fly brain out of a fly?
I don't know. I'd have to look up the article, but I was watching this last night. They took this brain, they plugged it into this computer, and the fly brain was using its avatar in the computer to be a fly. So it was like going around and searching for food, and it was like doing its little
that's weird
thing with a computer avatar. And they were like, there's no body for this fly to like require nutrients or anything like that. But when we plugged into the computer, it just immediately was like, I need to go get food. And it would like walk around in this little like 3D, like polygon world. And it would like walk around and go like search for things. And they were like, it's just a brain plugged into this computer. That's freaking crazy.
Science and mad science is fascinating. The things that these people are doing is pretty wild. And the only way that we grow and evolve and move into the future is by mad, crazy people doing mad, crazy experiments in science. So, let it more power to them, and
here it is right here.
It is what it
interesting
is.
Engineering. Scientists map entire fly brain. Yeah.
But yeah, it's wild, dude.
Guys, go check this stuff out. This is crazy stuff. So here's the
are we going to play a video game? Play as a fly?
No, look. So this is, oh my God. So they mapped out the brain, and then the brain was like actively using this little fly avatar to like walk around this virtual world and search for food. This is the craziest thing, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. How
very wild.
Why?
Crazy.
Stop it. All right, we got some movie trailers. We got 2 video game movies.
Video game movies coming out.
Mortal Kombat just dropped a brand new trailer. It is 2 minutes long. We're gonna react to it right now.
Okay.
So let's should we do the bubbles or should we do the fat cam?
Whatever's easier for you to edit. I like the bubbles personally.
You like the bubbles? All right, we'll do the bubbles. Here we go. And let's check this out.
Mortal Kombat.
Carl Urban
is Johnny Cage.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like he's a little old for the role.
He still looks good, but yeah, I see what you're saying. But
they needed some star power.
Carl Urban's awesome.
Did they? They needed somebody they could put on the poster. Yeah.
Did they? Because
think so.
Wasn't there another?
That's how Hollywood works, man.
Wasn't there another Mortal Kombat game that just recently? It was out a couple years ago, right?
A game? Yeah, I think.
No. Like
the movie This is Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, this is the second one.
This is the sequel to the other one. Yeah. But that one was kind of weird because they had a character. It was the main character that nobody had ever heard of that they made up for the movie.
Yeah.
This one feels like more of a actual
like an actual adaptation
of the game. Yeah. Except I never considered Johnny Cage one of the main characters. He was just one of those dudes you played if you had to.
I mean, I like that I feel like they're taking it a little bit more seriously. Like it's just cheesy enough to be gamey, but I feel like they're trying to take the story a lot more serious. It's got I love this guy. He's so freaking badass.
He's
so bad. His origin story was basically the first movie, right? That's how we learned.
Yeah. He's part of it.
Yeah, dude. We need some good cheesy fighting movies.
We absolutely do.
We haven't had one in a long time.
They just needed to have Van Damme be in this movie, and it would have been perfect. Probably.
Really, you think so?
It's something. With one of the guys, Sub-Zero or somebody.
Yeah. Well, I think Sub-Zero's in there.
No, he's in it
because they have Scorpion.
It feels like
It
feels like this movie should have come out like 2 years ago.
You think so?
Yeah, because it feels like it's been a while since Mortal Kombat 1.
It has been a while. Released. Yeah, it has been a while, but
probably not as long as we think. But
I'm all right with it. I just hope it doesn't turn into like this overblown freaking I feel like they're trying to go for the Avengers Endgame for the second movie.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're getting a little.
Hear the music? Get you jacked up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That music makes me feel a little good down in the pants area. So, dun, 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 dun,
Why do you got to make things weird?
That's just what I do.
So is this guy like supernatural or is he just a normal person?
Johnny Cage, honestly, I never really was super up on the lore. He's a Hollywood actor who made action movies.
Yeah. And that he just knows how to fight.
He just knows how to fight real good.
Supernatural demons and stuff like that. All right,
cool. I don't know.
I don't care, dude. It's just going to be an action movie.
Yeah.
Who cares? It's popcorn flick. I do hope it's
definitely
in
a popcorn flick.
Are you going to see it in theaters? Or are you going to wait till it come out?
I don't know. I don't know.
If you look,
we'll see.
We used to talk movies all the time. If there's a movie that comes out that you like and you want people to make more of those types of movies,
you got to go to the theater.
To go to the theater and support it, because if it doesn't make bank at the movie theater, they're not going to fucking spend money to make more.
It's true. It's very true.
That's just how the system works.
I've always been a proponent of, go get the theater experience for the big popcorn flicks, and maybe I will.
This might be one.
Maybe I will.
It'd be fun to just goof off.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a long time.
It's been a while.
We could get we get your kids and just
one of them
up.
Yeah, one of them. He's never played Mortal Kombat though.
It doesn't matter. He will after he watches that.
Yeah.
And then he'll be disappointed because it's all side scroller style. So,
are you saying I should make him play the first one?
Not at all. Dude, Mortal Kombat, when it came out back in the day,
I remember. Yeah.
It was controversial. It was
with the skull,
because it had
ripping the spine out
with the fatalities and the blood and the gore. It was. People were like, "Holy shit! This is a video game."
Parents didn't like it.
It's like, man, we need to put like a freaking rating on this game. This is bullshit. Then all the kids would go to the arcade and put their quarters.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Get over here.
Get over.
I was a Raiden guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my favorite.
I never. I don't think I played enough to have like a guy, but I always liked the dude with the big hat. I always thought it was cool.
Raiden.
Was that Raiden?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool then. Yeah. Makes sense.
You throw that hat and cut your ass in half.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, man. We got one more trailer we're going to watch. This movie, speaking of making $1 billion at the box office, because I absolutely am probably required.
Looking forward to that.
That'd be cool.
I'll probably go to the theater. I'll probably just.
Nintendo going to copyright strike the fuck out of this video.
I'll probably just tag. No, we talked over the whole thing. I'll tag along with you guys probably to see that one.
You should tag along with my 3 kids.
Yeah, I'll make you buy me a ticket. Let's go.
All right.
Because my wife ain't going.
No?
Well, she might. She went to the first one.
Your wife never played video games growing up?
She's not really a video gamer.
Yeah, but when she was a kid?
No, I don't think so.
Wow, that's crazy.
No, she's normal. She's a normie.
My wife played the shit out of some video games.
Yeah.
She still plays Zelda. That's her favorite. Her favorite Zelda by far. Which, speaking of Zelda, another great segue. Crimson Desert.
Yeah.
Literally last night, I was like, I have officially decided, after watching countless review videos and interviews with their PR guy, whose name is William Powers. He sounds like a Batman villain, but his name is William Powers. I've watched a ton of interviews with him about Crimson Desert. I've been like really kind of trying to wrap my head around like, where are the red flags? Where are the major issues with this game? And I could never find the biggest complaint. Hold on. The biggest complaint that I could find from people who were talking about this game was, the NPCs are a little like they're a little flat. You're not going to have a lot of interactions with the NPCs that are in the world. And I'm like, okay. That was like the number one complaint that I could get across all different people who have tested the game out.
Right.
But as far as the world goes, as far as the fighting goes, all this stuff, everybody was just like, oh my God, this game is freaking too good to be true. This is crazy. How is this game so good? And I was like, okay. I've spent more money on coffee in a week than this game is going to cost. So I'm just going to bite the bullet.
Sure.
Because it looks freaking awesome. And I'm a big fan of the Zelda games. And the closest comparison that a lot of people are making are, this is basically
you're a big
Zelda,
fan.
Breath of the Wild,
yeah,
mixed with Red Dead, mixed with Kingdom Come Deliver. These are games that I love.
You're a big fan of the open world RPGs.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Pick
genre.
A direction and explore,
and just go do shit.
Right.
And they're like, if you like any of these 5 games, you're probably gonna like this one. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool, I'm gonna do it.
Sure.
And then literally last night,
I posted that link into the Discord.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for you to find it to just do exactly how you responded.
Fuck you, man.
So I don't know why. I kind of enjoy deflating your sales a little bit. It's like, oh, Salty's going to hate me for this one. And look here, Denuvo going into your game.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there going like, oh my God, this is going to be great. I can't wait for the 13th or 19th or whatever day it's coming out. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be awesome. Well, I did not pre-order. I did not pre-order.
No. Well, what was weird for me is I was kind of like excited for this game coming out. I'm not going to buy it day one.
Yeah.
But what was weird is I was going through my Twitter feed, and all of a sudden I just start seeing Crimson Desert. What the heck? Crimson Desert. What the fuck? Crimson Desert. Holy crap. I can't believe we're doing this. And it was just one thing after another. And it's like, and it all shit the bed at the exact same time.
Weird
something happened.
Yep.
And it was because at the last minute, they decided to put this Denuvo anti-copyright bullshit in the game. And, you know.
So real quick, guys, shout out to Checkpoint Jordan. We're going to check his short out. It's about a minute long. It's just going to give you the freaking boom, 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 all the details. And then we're going to talk about it. So let's pull this guy up. Here we go.
1 week away from Crimson Desert. What is the compromise? What is the catch with this game? Incredibly invasive DRM that they just added last minute, which is going to significantly impact performance on PC to the point where you should probably just buy this game on console.
Which, by the way, the performance was like the biggest thing. Like, there's no way this game is going to run well. They're claiming that it's going to run on a 1080 Ti, which is like a 10-year-old graphics card. And we were like, bullshit.
There's nothing out there that's accurate that won't play this game, basically.
Yeah. They're like, you can have a rig from 10 years ago and still play Crimson Desert.
Unless you're still playing an Apple IIe back in the day.
Because we built this engine around this game, and it's specifically designed and yada, yada, yada. And then literally a couple of days before the game goes live, they say, oh, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. We just got an update on Crimson Desert PC. They updated their Steam listing to talk about the fact that they added Denuvo Anti-Tamper, which, as you can see, has a 5 different PC within a day activation limit. It is one of the most constricting DRMs out there that has a massive history of significant performance hits when running. Listen, I'm sorry to Pearl Abyss, because I know they'll probably see this video because their PR team is scraping every ounce.
They got to
of
be
just
scrambling
about
right
this
now.
game online. Any
Why did they
discussion,
do
but
this
it is
last minute,
incredibly
though?
scummy to add this last minute right before it releases, when you know most people have already pre-ordered.
Never pre-order digital games,
That's
guys.
pretty bad. And this is also why we don't pre-order games anymore, because of bullshit like this that these big AAA companies try to pull on us.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
It's just so scummy, man. Now, I definitely don't pre-order games anymore and haven't for a while, but I was planning on buying this day one as soon as I got off work that day. But yeah, I'm probably going to wait to see what the initial user reviews are like performance, because it's probably going to suck. Keep in mind as well, this game already needs minimally a 4070 on PC. Minimally, all right? So more stuff bogging it down, probably not going to be good. You always
on
do
high
be a
settings,
catch,
by the way.
and now we know. Crimson Desert.
4070 is the minimum for high
DRM,
settings.
Awful. Just kills the hype for this game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We are
100%. Okay.
I agree.
Thank you, Checkpoint Jordan. Appreciate that video. It was very succinct. And his sentiments are
spell it out
exactly mine.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this. I saw that post that you put on Discord, and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
And that was exactly everybody else's response too. It's like, holy shit, I can't believe that they're like shooting themselves in the foot
the hype,
5 days before this game comes out.
I shit you not, man. Like, there was so much skepticism about this game. People, when they started releasing these trailers a couple of weeks ago, and people were like, man, there's no way. There's no way this game is going to be this good.
Now,
and then they slowly started earning people's trust, and they did a ton of interviews, and they've been like super transparent, and they released the specs.
Here's my thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so like you said, they've been hyping this game up for a while now, and gotten everybody excited. I don't think you can just decide overnight that we're going to just plug this thing into Denuvo and put that out there when it launches.
This had to have been planned.
Had to have been planned far in advance, and they fucking knew. They had to have known the reaction that PC players were going to have to this announcement.
Yeah.
It's a little shitty. It's kind of
like you said.
It's kind of deceptive. It makes me feel like I don't know how much I can trust this 100%. Studio completely as far as this kind of stuff goes.
All of the goodwill that they've been building up over the last couple of weeks just got fucking crushed.
Destroyed. Yeah.
In one freaking...
It's like you got to be upfront about this kind of shit. You absolutely have to.
Also, okay, so it's a PvE single-player game. I'm not 100% sure what they're doing this for to begin with. I think it's like it's for anti-piracy.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is this program that they're using is notoriously damaging to performance, as this guy said.
And it's really not going to help.
And it's not
anything.
It's probably not going to help.
We know people that could pirate this.
You can pirate anything, dude.
30 seconds.
Like, so
it's not over Denuvo. It's not a big deal.
Right.
So just
So my point is like, why use a notoriously damaging third-party program
Mm-hmm.
if there's not like a guarantee? And if you do want some kind of protection, you want some layer of protection from piracy, why not search around for better options?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand. I'm not 100% sure what the deal is with why they decided to do this last minute, why they went with this program over, say, another program.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not smart enough, or I don't have enough time to dig into it that much, but I'm just looking at this going, God damn it. I was really freaking looking forward to this game, and they just shit the bed for like, I literally said it last night.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I put it in the Discord. I'm like, hey guys, I officially decided I'm going to get Crimson Desert.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this game. I've dug super deep into it. I haven't really heard anything that's really negative. And then boom.
So let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Have you changed your mind?
Oh yeah.
You're not buying it day one?
Not day one.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna be like this guy. I'm gonna be like, look, I gotta see how this affects performance.
I would be really curious to see how, like, at least I wish Steam would show people the number of pre-orders
that get canceled. Yeah.
On games.
Don't pre-order fucking digital games, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking at this going, oh man, what a god damn it. Like, that was so stupid. So it's just a boneheaded thing to do.
There's no issue with inventory on digital content.
Yeah. No, but I'm just
so unless there's like some kind of achievement of really cool,
they
like
usually try to
cosmetics
incentivize
or
you
something,
but it's never, in my opinion, it's never worth it. But yeah, dude, this is oh god, it's so frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
It's so frustrating. And that's like, I was this close.
Right.
I was this close, man. Like, I was so looking forward to this. Now, the other thing that I'm worried about when they say super invasive is like the third party program. I mean, this is almost not the same, but it's similar to how like Arrowhead is using that freaking Game Guard, which just fucking tanks your performance and causes all kind of issues and stuff like that. But it's an anti-cheat that doesn't work because people cheat in that game all the fucking time. It's kind of the similar situation. It's like, why are we doing this?
I don't know.
So I'm not going to buy it day one for sure. I need to dig a little bit deeper into what this third-party anti-cheat, anti-piracy thing is, because I don't know enough about it to really make a decision on whether or not I want to even install it at all, or if I'm just going to wait until people come back and say, actually, it's not that bad. The performance is fine, yada, 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 whatever. Our rigs, the 4070s, according to their spec sheet, can run this game at
max
setting. Not max setting, because 4K Ultra, you need like a 50 series. But for the high end to Ultra at 1080p, you can run at a 40.
I'm probably not going to play it anyway.
It's not your type of game.
Not my type. I'm not a
you're not an RPG open world guy.
I'm not a walking simulator game guy. So
you don't like to wander.
No, not really.
But you know what? It's very interesting. I have a question for you. Because you don't like open world games where you can just go do whatever you want, right? But I also said that you should play Metro 33, which is a very linear, tight story.
Was that Russian one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a play in a book.
Okay.
That's what that was.
So you don't like open world, do whatever you want, and you don't like games that hold your hand and make you do certain things.
I don't know. I would probably like the open world RPGs a little bit more if there was a little bit more action between the action. Just wandering around with your thumb up your ass, walking across a meadow or something. It's just not fun for me.
You decide.
Yeah.
I play like that because I'm a psychopath. If you play,
I don't know. I used to play
the same game as me.
I used to play MMOs all the time. There's a lot of downtime in those games, too.
Right? Yeah.
But
you used to tell me stories about how you go fishing in WoW.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, why the fuck would you fish in WoW?
I don't know. Why do you go play poker in the saloon?
Because I like making $1.50. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just, and that was 10 years ago was the last time I actually really played WoW.
Yeah.
It was 4 expansions ago. And I think my game style has just been evolving and changing.
If you want an action-packed, semi-open world game, I suggest you go check out The Division 2.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that real quick.
10-year-old game.
It is a 10-year-old game, but it still looks great. You've seen me play it. You've commented on it.
I just talked to one of our guys out in front, and he's been playing Division on his console, and he says it looks like shit.
Not on my PC. My PC's running Ultra.
He's not playing on the PC. He's
playing on the console.
On a console.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No, my PC, I got my shit running ultra high 4K. That game looks great.
I think I've just kind of the time that I've had to play and the games that I like to play, I'm just kind of playing new games, and the older games have just kind of not been for me. You know, I
don't know. I disagree that it's older.
It's 10 years old.
It's 10, but it doesn't play like that.
When you're watching, you know, but I don't know, I'll be watching TV and I'll be going through like Prime Network or Prime Video or whatever, and there'll be like some show that was made in 2025 or some show that was made in 2012. I'm hitting the 2025 one first, even if it's for the same topic. I don't know.
So weird.
It's like I don't want to look at these janky old freaking graphics and shit. It's like I can do that on my fucking PlayStation.
Oh,
you know,
whatever, man.
This is how I am. I'm sorry.
I've almost completed the New York expansion pack on the new Division 2 realism mode.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that realism mode is how this game should have been played from day one.
Yeah.
As a player who's put several hundred hours in the first division and another couple hundred hours or so in Division 2, the bullet sponge enemies are the biggest complaint across the board. When you're unloading 3 or 4 magazines into a dude and he's just eating it up because you gotta chip his armor down and then you gotta chip his life down. It gets super repetitive and very annoying. They've completely removed all of that. Headshots are headshots. You cap a dude with a 9mm in the head, he goes down. Doesn't matter who he is.
Right.
It's freaking boss level, medium level guy. It's fine. It's freaking dope. Super satisfying.
Isn't Division the game that has all the diversity chick bosses?
Oh, the writing is very
pretty woke,
2016.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I don't need that shit in my life, dude.
And what it's funny though is because you're basically fighting a bunch of Antifa gangs through the entire game. And I always make this comment because I'm working through these enemies, and dude, half of the enemies in this game are chicks. And I'm just doming these motherfuckers.
Well, I do know in Crimson Desert you can beat the crap out of women.
That was really funny that they had a little moment there. We're like, look what I could do.
Caused a little bit of controversy this week. It was weird. It's like,
yeah, you could do the same thing in Red Dead. You ever played Grand Theft Auto? You can do all kinds of weird shit. Like, get over it.
It's like, oh my God.
But no, I was like, I was talking to Sticks when we were playing. I was like, dude, I feel kind of bad. I'm just like doming these bitches left and right. And I'm like, why did they put a bunch of chicks in this game that I had to kill? It's so weird. Like, diversity matters. Like, yeah, man, but it makes me sad.
I know. It's like, I've never played a game where I wanted to just go beat a woman up. It's weird.
No.
It's just like there's something that triggers in my head that I just don't want to do.
I would rather the enemies in the division be a bunch of burly dudes.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, whatever, blow them away.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they're all a bunch of little skinny chicks. And I'm like, oh, I feel bad.
I don't know, man. It's weird how these video games these days, they don't really have any like moral red lines, I guess, is the thing to put on some of these games. I was watching Peanut play last night.
Oh yeah?
Okay. He's playing, I don't even know what game it was.
Probably
it was a poker game.
Oh.
Okay. And they were playing poker, Dead Man's Poker or something like that. I don't remember what it was called. But he's playing with 3 other people and they're all playing these avatars and they're playing with guns and bullets. And if you lose, you take the bullets that were bet, you put them in a fucking gun and you
play Russian roulette?
Russian roulette with it.
What?
Yeah, for real. And it shows they fucking got this really cool little lady rabbit avatar.
Oh, the rabbit
thing. And just blows her fucking head off. And Peanut's all like, oh yeah. And it's like, oh God, that was kind of, there's like some suicide shit going on here. You know, it was
shocking.
It was really weird.
Shocking.
For my old Gen X ass.
Yeah.
You know, that
this is
topic,
why you don't let your kids play whatever game they want.
Right. That topic, to me, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
Shouldn't maybe be glorified in a video game.
Look, I curate,
but I'm not a guy. I'm not a guy who thinks everything should be censored or anything like that. It was just that kind of just threw me for a loop, and I'm like, wow, this exists.
I'm pretty liberal with what I let my kids play as far as video games goes, because I grew up on video games and I played a lot of shit that I would be, you know, what I was shooting all kinds of, playing Doom and Quake and all that shit, you know, whatever. Like, it didn't fuck me up. It's not to say that doesn't fuck some people up, but for me, it didn't do anything. So I let my kids play, but I do keep, like, you can tell behavior changes depending on what they're playing.
Right.
Like, I recently let them watch, I just started letting them play The Force Unleashed, which is the Star Wars lightsaber game.
That they're having sword.
Oh, dude,
laser fights.
They are
outside?
jumping around with the freaking swords, like slicing each other's heads off, and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm like, yeah, see, it does influence you, absolutely. It doesn't make you want to go out and freaking murder a bunch of people, but
not at all.
It does get into your head. So I'm very conscious about that kind of stuff. So like, look, I buy games for my kid on Steam, but I'm not going to just give him a freaking credit card and say, hey, go play whatever. Like, there's a lot of shit on Steam.
There's a lot of triple X-rated stuff on Steam. It's like, damn, what are those?
Yeah, it does not have unfettered access.
Every once in a while, those will like slip into my recommended list. I'm like, oh,
you perv.
I was like, Jesus.
Oh, we forgot about Gooner Minute today.
Oh yeah, we'll do it next week.
No Gooner Minute, guys. Yeah. Sorry about that.
But anyway, that was a weird pivot. But
that was a weird pivot.
Yeah, just that game just kind of threw me. I'm like, God damn.
But
Peanut was the last one at the table. He won.
Oh, really?
With like a pair of jacks or something, and everybody else was just in a puddle of blood on the end around the table. Like,
that's crazy, bro.
It was wild.
So I'm almost done with the realism mode in Division. I want to send a message as a guy who plays a lot of Ubisoft games, Ghost Recon, Assassin's Creed, The Division 1 and 2. I'm a fan of Ubisoft.
I guess stuff. You are a Ubisoft fan.
I'm a bit of a Ubisoft fan. I like all of their games pretty much. Please make it available for fucking everything.
Yeah.
Realism mode is how this game should be played. It's so satisfying to play that game in realism mode. If you already own the Division 2, go download it. The expansion pack in New York is free for anybody who already owns the game up until April 2nd, I think. You have a couple of more weeks to play the game. Highly recommend trying realism mode out. It's a lot of fun. Get a buddy, go squad up, go have some fun. I've been having a blast.
Yeah.
I really hope that they release it as a mod for the entire franchise.
Maybe it's time for an update. They're working on the Division 3.
They are working on Division 3, which I'm excited about.
That's when I'll get into it.
And what I hope is that when Division 3 launches, is that immediately off the bat, you have realism mode in there.
They should.
That's all.
Maybe they're using this as a test.
I hope so. What I'm hoping they're doing is they're using this as a test to see how much interest is out there, which is why I'm bringing it up right now. Because I want somebody in the algorithm to search YouTube and say Division 2 realism mode and see me going, yes, fucking please, give me more.
Yeah.
I hope that they are taking this into Division 3 and offering us realism mode for that whole game, and also retroactively giving us realism mode in both 1 and 2. Because I'll tell you what, I would absolutely play the first game's freaking campaign all over again if I had realism mode. 100%. I fucking loved that game. I put 400 hours in that game, dude, with the gear score. And I didn't even like gear score. Figure that one out.
I'll play Division 3.
Sure, yeah, man.
Sure.
Cool.
All right.
What do we got next?
Viewer comments, I think.
Viewer comments. All right.
Yeah, we just got a couple.
Hell yeah.
Almost out of here.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. No. All right. Here we go. This is from Stark. How do you say that?
Stark 1345.
Is it just Stark?
Yeah.
There's a C in there and it's throwing me off. Says, hey guys, this is a very relaxing podcast. You're doing a great job. It feels like we're all together in a bar just talking about games, and it makes me feel like you don't have to be a full-time gamer to have a good time talking about this topic. 100%.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Well, you know what we used to be? Is two guys with jobs.
Yeah. This is my job now.
This is his job now.
That's fucking weird. That's scary, dude.
But yeah, we just like talking about games, and that's why we sit down here and we figured, hey, we have this great studio at our disposal. Let's make a show and have some fun.
Let's have some fun.
Because if we weren't doing this on camera, we would be doing it in the other room.
Or we'd be down at the coffee shop.
We'd be down
like where we got started talking about nerd stuff.
Yep. 100%.
So yeah. And the last one, we have two today. It's from Astro Nerd Boy.
Longtime supporter. What's up, dude?
He says, I have 32 hours in Winrose demo. Solo. Yeah. Sid Meier's Pirates is amazing. I'd been thinking I wanted another version of that from the 90s version. That game has infinite replayability.
I love it.
Yeah. So I think Winrose might be like a spiritual
successor
to Sid Meier's Pirates. Maybe a little bit, but I mean, they're both pirate games. But just I wanted to highlight the Winrose demo because I think it's one of those things that everybody has had some positive feelings about. Since the demo came out a couple weeks ago. What are you up to 40 hours in it now?
Just about. Yeah.
I think you guys are building whole cities on your beach, and it's pretty wild.
Dude, okay, so listen, I had a real crushing moment. I had built this really dope tavern
tavern
not on the beach, but like up on the hill. It was a stone foundation. It was a 2-story building. The bottom level was a tavern. I had a bar. There's beer bottles everywhere. There's
a lot of trees you cut down.
I did. Deforestation is real in this game. I went through I just had so much fun building this big tavern, and I thought it was so cool. And I was like, oh, this looks dope. You know, and it had like rooms and like an attic, and there's like shit all over the place. And there's decorations on the walls, and really, really had a fun time building this thing. And then I went online and I found this like builder's guide for this game. I was like, oh, no shit. Dude, this motherfucker who made this video built like Family Robinson treehouse level fucking dope ass thing that took up a quarter of the island.
Oh, that's wild.
And he's just walking around it as like, here, take a tour of my thing. And I'm like, I felt like such a cheeseball.
There's always that guy,
dude. I looked at this guy and I'm like,
there's always that guy out there that made New York City out of fucking block. You know,
he had fucking spiral staircases and rope bridges that went across trees, and I'm just like,
oh my god,
what the hell?
I didn't even know you could do that in this game.
I didn't know you could do that.
That's cool.
But yes, Windrose was a ton of fun. It's a free demo. If you want to just test it out, go play it. It does have controller support.
Yeah,
for those hybrids like me.
I'm really looking forward to not pre-ordering it. And then I'm going to get really pissed off when they put Denuvo on it 3 days before it gets released. You know, so
man,
God dang it. Yeah,
that sucks, dude.
Hey, did you ever talk to Sticks about building that shack on your beach view?
I got rid of it. Yeah.
Did you? Okay,
I convinced him to get rid of it.
That motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
He did that on purpose.
I know he did. But I convinced him. I told him, like, hey, let's work together. Let's take the resources from your shack and go build this really cool house.
Yo, man, this isn't the hood. Get your hood. Get your fucking house
your shit out
of my view. Okay.
You're ruining my beach view.
Yeah. Yeah.
The HOA said you can't do this.
Exactly. Gonna have a parlay.
No, he did.
Get the Pirates Council. Man, Sticks put his house in my view line of the beach. It's just this piece of shit shack sitting there. I don't know what he's doing. Let those people move into the neighborhood and you see what happens, right? So,
there he goes.
There I go. Terrible.
You asshole.
I'm an asshole.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Weekend Respawn. Hope you guys have a great time playing games this weekend. Comment below your favorite segment and what you want us to talk about next week. We will see you